everyone. Welcome back to Financially Free. I'm so happy to have you all here listening and tuning in. So, real quick before we get into PayPal, I did want to mention, something that I've brought up in earlier videos is that you're going to see a lot of money coming out of big tech stocks and start heading into these smaller cap and mid cap stocks. Yesterday was really significant. We hit all time highs in some sectors of the market. And guess what stock was leading the pack? I'll give you a clue. It's one of the ones that I mentioned in my latest video. So that stock is Walgreens. Yes, Walgreens. You heard right. Walgreens was up 7% yesterday. Okay. Walgreens up 7%. Some of the other stocks we've been covering, SoFi up about 30% since covering it over here on this channel. Fubo up about 30% since covering it on this channel. Elf up about another 10% since covering it on the channel. The list goes on and on. I really hope these videos are helping you guys out. I really, my goal at the end of the day is to make everyone more financially free, including myself. Making these videos really helps hold me accountable, and I love helping other people achieve their financial dreams. So let's go ahead and go into PayPal and some of the reasons why I think it's about to launch to the moon. Hey everyone, I just want to take one quick second to see if you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. And if there's a stock you would like me to cover, please let me know down below in the comments. All right, everyone. So there are three main reasons why I think PayPal is about to jump on a rocket ship and head off to the moon. However, it wouldn't be fair of me if I didn't tell you the potential risk factors associated with investing or trading PayPal shares. So let's go ahead and get into the top three reasons first. So, if you were originally a shareholder of PayPal, you know for a fact it's been a very bumpy ride, especially this last year. Now, it seems like the sentiment of the market right now is that PayPal is a dying stock. And we are seeing a very nice price raise right now going on in the market. Now, just make sure to not FOMO into a stock. Just because things are going up right now, the stock market is rallying, it's bullish, it doesn't mean it's the best time to buy. In fact, you could actually be catching what's called a falling knife and end up getting burned or cut in this case. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, one of the main reasons why PayPal is such a good buy right now is that a lot of people think this stock is dying. Now, if Wall Street was allowed to post pictures of their sentiment of a stock, I think PayPal would look something like this hospital bed here. You could just picture good old PayPal sitting in that bed right now on life support. Okay. But the main reason why it's such a good buy right now is just look at the numbers. So, reason one to buy PayPal right now is looking at the numbers. The numbers just don't correlate with its current stock price fundamentally. PayPal is not a dying company. Most times, when a stock is beat down as badly PayPal has been this last year or longer, it typically means that the stock is underperforming, has a ton of debt, or there's just no more room for growth for that particular company. PayPal, for whatever reason, has been labeled as a bad company by many journalists, news articles, etc. But let me ask you this. Does a dying company put up record breaking numbers? PayPal posted record breaking revenue last quarter. So, in short, guys, the numbers don't lie. Okay. They had another quarter of growth despite all these news articles saying that they're a dying stock and that there's no chance for them to come off of this life support bed that they're currently sitting on. Okay. So, if you follow the most recent conference call after earnings, Alex Christ, the new CEO, talked about leaning out the company. They're going to cut down on their expenses. They're going to start doubling down on what is making them money and trimming the fat. So it's important as an investor or trader to be aware of what news media outlets are saying about a company because it certainly has, in this case, affected the value of PayPal stock and their trading price. However, more importantly than being aware of the sentiment of Wall Street, it's even more important to recognize what the financials and numbers are for a company. Now, in PayPal's case, they're putting up awesome numbers despite having negative news coverage. So, what do you think is going to happen when they continue to put up good numbers or great numbers, and then all of a sudden Wall Street starts posting a more positive sentiment about them? Well, then you're not just going to have small retailer traders or investors piling into the stock, you're going to start having more big whale investors, you could say, turning their money into this stock. Okay. So remember to focus on what's most important. Be aware of the hard facts, and the hard facts are numbers, and PayPal is crushing it right now. So, despite what these news media outlets say, the price that it's trading at now is very cheap in comparison to where I think it's going into year 2024. All right. So just a minute ago, we spoke about, Wall Street and the media outlets' perception of PayPal being a dying stock. Well, what's going to happen when, the corner starts being turned and we start seeing PayPal in a more positive light? So, reason number two to invest in PayPal is that, in fact, Wall Street actually is finally beginning to come around to PayPal. All right. So, reason number two to invest in PayPal right now is that Wall Street is finally coming around. To be honest, it's been about a year since I heard anything positive about PayPal, but now finally we're starting to hear and see a few big media outlets leaving little breadcrumbs of positive talk about PayPal. There have been a lot of big tech companies running this year, and I really think that Wall Street in general is looking for their next undervalued play, and I think PayPal really seems to fit that bill. I think Wall Streeters feel way more confident in the new CEO, Alex Chris. I myself, when I listened to the conference call, was extremely impressed, and it really helped change my viewpoint on where the company's going in the future. So right now we're not quite yet to a point where we're going to see big institutional money pile into PayPal just yet, but we are starting to see more positive talk and overall more confidence from big investors to start trusting in the new CEO and his ability to follow up on all the points he made in the conference call. Um, Once that happens, I think you'll start to see a larger and larger group of people pile into PayPal. It's really just a matter of time at this point. So be patient, understand that this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a long term hold. So the third reason to invest in PayPal right now is simply put the fact that they had a positive reaction after their most recent earnings. Not only did they have record-breaking revenue this last quarter, but the stock has gone up. If you look at the trend of PayPal over the course of the last year, every time they've had earnings, it would just dip lower and lower and lower. So now we're starting to see the gears turning in Wall Street's confidence, retailer investors, everyone's kind of gaining more traction and more belief in PayPal, and their numbers are now backing it. So PayPal is now currently up a little bit over 10% from its 52-week lows that just happened recently. So that's a really good signal, I think, that everyone's on board and it's time to get the ball rolling on this stock and enjoy the profits. Let's go ahead and cover the risks, though, of investing in PayPal. All right. So is PayPal risky or is it frisky? So I'm personally frisky on PayPal. I think long term it's going to do very well. But let's go over the biggest risk factor. So the biggest risk factor that I see is the CEO told us that he's going to try to turn around this company when it comes to saving money, cutting costs, and focusing on aspects of PayPal that make the company more money overall and improve their bottom line. But it is going to take time to turn around. I'm sure that the new CEO will reiterate this point on his next earning call. But for this reason, I don't think Wall Street will pile into this stock right away like they did with Meta last year when they started to have their turnaround. Just due to the fact that PayPal is still improving their business model and it will take a significant amount of time in order to do so. Therefore, we will start to see a trickle of more big investors enter into this position if and only if Alex Chris can deliver on the points he mentioned during the earnings call. PayPal will not see explosive growth, in my opinion. PayPal will be a slow grower. So while there is tons of reasons to get excited, make sure you temper your expectations and be aware of these risk factors. PayPal needs to have multiple great quarters to prove that the bottom has already happened and that we can comfortably trust investing our money into PayPal. Once that is accomplished, this stock is off to the races. It's hopping on the rocket ship, and it might just very well be going to the moon. Thank you again for your time and being here. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, or share this video to your friends and family. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season or Christmas, whatever it is you celebrate. Be safe, have fun, and have a great night.